In this problem, we're given a function f of x equals the quantity x minus 5 all cubed. And we're also told that the function is 1-to-1. If a function is 1-to-1, it means that the inverse is a function. And we are asked to find the equation for the inverse function, which is written with this notation. The method to find the equation of the inverse function is a 4-step process. Step 1 says to replace f of x with y. So instead of f of x here, I'm just going to write y. So I get y equals x minus 5 all cubed. Step 2 says to interchange x and y. So wherever I see a y in this equation, I'm going to put an x. Wherever I see an x, I'm going to put a y. So my equation becomes x equals, instead of x, I'm going to put y minus 5 all cubed. Step 3 says to solve for y. This is normally the hardest step, and I need to get y all by itself. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is undo the cube function. And what undoes cubing? Taking the cube root. So I'm going to take the cube root of both sides. So I'm going to get the cube root of x equals the cube root of y minus 5 all cubed. So I get the cube root of x equals, when you take the cube root of a cube, they are going to undo each other, and I'm just going to get left with y minus 5. So I've nearly isolated the y. All I have to do is add 5 to both sides of the equation. Be careful on the left-hand side. These are unlike terms. I cannot combine them, so I'm going to get the cube root of x plus 5. Notice the 5 is not underneath the cube root, equals y. So I finally solved it for y. And lastly, I need to replace y with the inverse function notation. So I have f raised to the negative 1 of x, which means here is the inverse of the function f. It equals the cube root of x plus 5. So there is the equation of my inverse.